Hello everyone, my name is Delta and welcome back to Delta Fixes. Today we're having a look at these phones I was given to try and fix. I'm fixing these for one of my college friends, and the one that I'm actually going to be trying to fix today is the J3 because I have the parts for this one already. What's wrong with all of these, you ask? Well, I'm about to show you. A 30,000 milliamp hour power bank with 4 ports. So let's plug them in one by one and see what happens. Before we do that, let's go over what models these phones actually are. This one is a Galaxy A21s. This is a Lumia RM1017. This is a Galaxy J3 2016. This is an Xperia X. Finally, this is a Moto G 4th generation. I'm going to plug in these devices 2 at a time and let them charge for a little bit before showing what's wrong with them, because I don't actually know what's wrong with all of them. I've only done very basic testing and I want to find out more. First, let's plug in the Moto, Xperia, J3. I'm going to leave these phones to charge for 20 minutes before attempting to fix them. It's about 20 minutes later and we now have this one, which is absolutely having a freak out. Touchscreen is not working. This one, which doesn't do anything, even though it's been plugged in for a while now. It showed lines earlier, but that's about it. And finally, we've got this one that's actually charging, and I'm pretty sure it'll boot up normally because I'm pretty sure this is the working one out of the lot. See, this one works. We have lines on the Sony and a boot logo on the Samsung. This one has a no service issue, and I'm gonna fix it today. But before I do that, I'm gonna test these two because it's extra content. Plugging in the Lumia and the Samsung. Now let's take those to the side, take these, oh look at that, pretty. And now I'm gonna fix the J3, so I'm gonna move the rest of these to the side, and then we're gonna get started. What? There's 2 of them? Well, yes, but actually no. This one's kind of screwed up, so I'm going to be using it for parts. I'm going to try and fix the no signal issue by swapping around some antenna cables to see if that can fix the problem. If it can't, I'll switch the logic boards around and get my friend to transfer his data. Because this one's missing a few parts, but this one has them. So either way, we're going to get a working phone today. Let's continue that by popping the backs off. Taking the batteries out. Grab my screwdriver and I'm going to start hopefully not screwing things up. This one's already been unscrewed because I've worked on this before, but this one hasn't. So let's do that right now. Luckily Samsung used all of the same screws with this phone, so I can literally just bunch these up together because they are all interchangeable, so who really cares about which order they go in? And yes, I did double check for those in the audience who are going to go, oh, but they could be different. No, they're exactly the same. Now let's pop the backs off. I'm just going to check my camera. Yep, there we go. Let's pop the backs off. By that I mean the frame. Let's pop that off. Do some off-camera inspection to see if I can see anything that immediately jumps out as looking abnormal. So nothing actually looks abnormal here, which is kind of concerning because if it is a baseband issue, it's going to be very difficult to fix because those are not interchangeable parts. And I'm not seeing any antenna bands or anything in here. So I'm going to swap these across, swap the frames across, and then at least if it doesn't get signal, it'll at least have a nicer screen on it. done, let's test the devices to make sure they both still work. Batteries in. Batteries in. It's always good to test your devices before you screw them back together. And they both still power on, which is a good start. Wow, Samsung. I'm going to pop a SIM in to see if it can see signal. I'm going to put my personal SIM card into this phone to see if signal works, because this is a verified working SIM card. Anyway, let's do that. No freaking service. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to screw it back together though, because at least now they have a phone that works with a new screen, because the other one was cracked. So at least they got a new screen. So they got a new screen at least. I'm going to work on this. I'll give you an update in about an hour once I put some research into this. So although this video didn't really go to plan, my friend still got a new screen on his phone. So this one has lines. This one has lines, except that's related to water damage, not the actual screen. This one has lines, and it definitely is related to the screen. And finally, this one didn't even want to charge for me, which is really sad. But anyway, that's about it for this one, guys. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye!